Good morning. Greetings, Assalamu Alaikum. My name is Shwa and I'm the host and founder of a podcast called Light Up with Shwa. It's a weekly podcast on conscious living and parenting. And under this topic, nowadays especially, I'm also addressing coronavirus pandemic, how people are feeling. So I am going to ask my guest about that later, but first we will have some other questions related to his expertise and what I have asked him, and you will know in a minute. But I hope you will subscribe. If you haven't already, please do so. Subscribe to Light Up with Shwa. I have a website. Please do visit, see what you like, what you don't, what can you suggest. It's lightupwithshwa.com. And I am available on most of the platforms, but my active platforms are YouTube, Instagram, Facebook has the links, and LinkedIn has, and Twitter and all. But it's available on Spotify, iTunes, Castbox, TuneIn Radio. I've added iHeartRadio, Radio Public. I don't know. They have all these new things coming up. So anyways, so Stephen, welcome to Light Up with Shwa. And so let's come to this. How can parents and adults or schools educate people or youth to be aware of this this area?
Yeah. Well, I think it partially comes down to priorities, and like educators, we have to prioritize including the environment in these discussions and make sustainability part of the conversation. So we think about it in terms of balance, and okay, the way we consume or the way we live our lives now, we're not going to be able to change it overnight, but what would be the ideal situation? What would be the better planet lifestyle that we should start to move towards, and teaching those things. So teaching people how to grow their own food, teaching people about composting, about recycling, alternatives, energy, about maybe traveling less or thinking local. It really needs to start with that.
How do you provide actionable plans for the environment at home and schools? How do you begin with that? Like, what can you contribute to that in our education in that form, in that area?
So part of the easiest thing to do, right, when we're looking at what individuals can do, is to start on that local level. All right. So what can I do in my own lifestyle of, okay, maybe I shower less, or maybe I start to grow a garden, and you build out from there. Okay, what can my household do? Okay, maybe the next car that we buy an electric vehicle instead of a regular vehicle, right? That's something that we could do as a household. And then you say, okay, what can my family, what can my school, what can my
community,
city? You build outwards from there.
Okay.
And so that's why, these Fridays for Future and these movements that have happened is that they've started from the individual, and everybody is working together to try and raise their voice for real change to happen.
Yeah. So how can we teach children to be aware of our environment in schools or, as you said, home? But can you be a little more specific for parents?
Yeah. So I'm really encouraged by what's happening in Italy. Italy mandated that climate change will be taught in all of their schools. Okay. So part of the curriculum now includes the science behind climate change, and that climate change is going to change how our weather impacts us. It means storms are going to be stronger. It means droughts are going to be longer. It means that winter may be really, really, really cold or really, really hot. It depends. So by teaching the science and providing that education of what will happen when children grow up, at least you're giving them the full picture. And then they can start to be involved if it's something that is something that is important to them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I joined Oikos International, because they are graduate and undergraduate students who ask their campus, hey, we want to learn about sustainability in finance and management. So there are case competitions that are organized. There's specific curriculum that we present to the school and say, hey, can you teach about this? There's like focus groups that are on specific topics to encourage students to mobilize and teach this material themselves if professors won't teach it.
I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah. So I think at my level now, where I have a little bit more ownership over my education, like I'm in charge of it and I direct where I want to go, Oikos is a great way for me to get involved and pair the knowledge I have in finance that I've done in my career with something that I'm learning new.
Excellent. Do you want to talk about your, I saw that My Money, My Planet. What is that?
Yeah, that's another really great campaign that Oikos is sponsoring and something that I'm really happy to be supporting. Okay. So everyone who's listening, I want you to go and check out this hashtag. There's also a website.
Say it.
Yeah, it's called My Money, My Planet.
Okay.
So go to that website, mymoneymyplanet.com, and you can learn all about the campaign. And it's basically you take a picture of your bank card, cover up the numbers so nobody can see it, of course, and take a picture and tag your bank in this. So I would tag Chase, and I would say, Chase, where are you investing my money? And like just ask them the question.
Yeah.
Because these companies, right, they have a responsibility to provide for what their customers want. And more people, they want to see that their money is invested in things that protect the planet. I don't want to be invested in gun manufacturing.
Okay.
I don't want to be invested in prisons.
Sure.
I don't want to be invested in nuclear weapons.
Excellent.
I don't want to be invested in tobacco products, right? These are things that I think I don't want to be a part of. But there's more to it, right? We can invest in companies that have women employed in their boards.
Yes.
That have equal opportunities for people of all races and religions to be able to be part of their company.
Excellent.
There's many ways that we can measure
a
company's performance beyond profit. So
that's right.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to encourage you to tell your bank, hey, I got to invest.
I really like that. Yeah, that was really good. So I was like, okay, we should talk about that. Yes. Okay, excellent. Let's come to how do you envision your future in terms of family and children? What would you do differently for your children that you think your parents couldn't do it, or, give us some insight in that.
Yeah. So I haven't figured out yet if I want to have children myself, but I do want to have a family, and I do want to support my siblings. I have 3 brothers and sister who they might have children themselves. So I'll be the best uncle there is, right? And I want to build a world that all of us together, we're going to feel secure. We're not going to be worrying about food. We're not going to be worrying about storms killing us or running out of water from a drought. So it's really important for me to teach people and to share what I'm learning about climate change and sustainability. And I think my parents did an excellent job in raising me, and I'm very happy to both mom and dad for doing that, and encourage me to care so much about the environment and about people. And one thing that I think I'll improve on that is not only doing the personal and the caring, but also the science and the knowledge to be like, these are the facts, and I know that it's wrong to pollute, but here are the reasons why.
And yes.
That's something helpful.
Giving some evidence with the science, yes.
Yeah,
exactly. All right, excellent. Okay, let's come to the last leg of questions. Are you ready?
Ready.
What is wealth in your experience?
For me, personally, wealth is about having like close family and friends. I think it's important to be able to care for your family and have enough money to cover your expenses. But I don't feel wealthy when I have a big bank account.
Okay, excellent.
as a student now, I feel more wealthier now as a student than I did 2 years ago working in a bank.
Yeah, because you were not a student before. You were working in a financial sector, which is a rich sector, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now I feel much more connected to my parents, to my siblings, I feel more connected to my community, and I feel like I have more of a purpose because I'm not just focused on money. I'm focused on what is going to come into the future.
Excellent. Good to know that. Wow. Yeah. What is the value of gratitude in your life? In your life. Yes.
I've been trying to express gratitude more often, and to express my thanks for the good and the bad, especially right now. I would prefer to be outside seeing my friends.
Yes.
But I'm inside and getting to talk to you.
Yes.
So I'm thankful for this opportunity.
Thank you. Same here. Very nice. Very nice. What is the value of time for you?
I laugh because, I said happy Monday at the beginning, but I don't really know what Monday means anymore. Like everything has kind of blended together.
Exactly.
And my roommate and I, we were just talking about, okay, so has it been 6 weeks or 5 weeks or 7 weeks that we've been stuck inside now?
Yes.
And so time is relative. I really believe that now. I think to really connect it full circle is how, for me, it's also very deliberate. How I'm using this time, because it to me it kind of all blends together. I'm doing, for the past year and a half now, I'm focused on something different, and I'm using time for something that I care about. So it's exactly that's a change.
Yes. Let's see. What is the purpose of your life now?
The purpose of my life, and I'm still figuring out that. I don't really know yet. When I grow up, part of my purpose right now is contributing to Jamaica in a meaningful way to help my people be more sustainable, to think about the bigger picture, and to provide a place where everybody in the island can have success, where everybody in the island can live peacefully and prosperity. And that is what I'm working towards. I'm learning what is possible and what we can do and what we can change. So that's where I'm focusing my time and energy.
That's good. That is your purpose. That's what I felt earlier also. So that's good. So I hope you're not feeling alone in doing that. I mean, you have community, you have people that are in that direction with that mindset.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people in my cohort who are working towards that.
Okay.
So I've been able to communicate and network with people all around the world who are like-minded, who want to make a difference and see positive change happen when it comes to the environment. And I would encourage your listeners, just get on social media and start looking around. You'll find them very quickly, and you can learn a lot from people out there.
Thank you so much. Have you learned about forgiveness? Like, can you easily forgive people?
It can be really tough to forgive, especially if you feel really wronged. But with forgiveness comes an ability to let go of anger. And when we hold on to anger, it brings us down. We focus our brain, we focus our energy on something that isn't contributing to making us better or making people around us better. So to release that anger, you have to forgive. You have to be able to let it go. So this is something I am trying to practice in a few places in my life, of forgetting and letting go of the negativity.
Excellent. Thank you. Where do you live? In the past, present, or future?
A lot of my time is spent thinking about the future right now.
Okay.
Because I have another year of my program. I'm looking towards working with different companies in the Caribbean region, and I'm looking towards building my family and my future in Jamaica. So from right now, it's thinking at that point.
Excellent. All the best.
Thank you very much, Shiva.
Okay. Any message of hope that you would like to give?
Yeah. I think that right now we especially need that because there's so much darkness and so much horrible things happening with many people around the world who are dying, who are sick, who are having their lives very disrupted, and we need to recognize those people and send them hope, because that's all we can really do right now, because we're going to get through this. We're going to survive coronavirus. I'm a very positive person that science will win, and we should be hopeful that out of this we become a more resilient and more compassionate population, because we worked on this together. You know, we were all heroes by staying inside and practicing social distancing. We're doing the right thing by making sure older people and minorities, persons of colors who have been disproportionately affected by this, you know, we're doing it for those communities.
Excellent. Thank you. So my last question for this segment is, what lights you up?
It's a great question. That's a great question. Right now, I get a lot of joy out of ice cream.
Oh!
A bowl of ice cream is a lot of light for me at the end of the day. It's great.
Nice.
So
what flavor? Let me ask you, be a little more nosy. What is the flavor?
Cookies and cream.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
But to that point, it's the small things, right? It's really the small things that are keeping me alive. So having a nice cup of coffee on my porch in the sun, or going for a walk in the porch, or calling an old friend, those are giving me light.
That's nice. Thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate your time and your energy and what you're doing. Thank you for being here and sharing your thoughts and your experiences. Really appreciate. I hope people will enjoy listening to you or watching you, and I'll put all the links down there, and hopefully people will connect with you if they want to, and keep us updated with your endeavors, your conferences, your whatever you're doing in this to make our world a better place, as we say, or make it more healthier and livable for everyone.
Absolutely. And for anybody who wants to get in touch with me, I use my Instagram page as my blog. So check me out at Sustainability Around the Globe, all one word. And you can find me on Instagram, Sustainability Around the Globe.
Yep.
All
And
right.
we'll put
Thank
the
you so
links
much.
down. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Great to chat with you, Shiva.